AI does, in fact, have a place in creative writing. Unless you're listening to a true expert in the field of AI, you should take all opinions that you hear with a grain of salt, including my own. This is an extremely complex field that's rife with conspiracy theories. It induces people to have a lot of anxiety and to not think clearly about it. You know, we love saying this nowadays, but it's also very prone to the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people think that they know so much more than they do about it. Now, I agree with most authors that AI should never produce any words that actually go on your page. There should never be any creative synthesis that goes from ChatGPT into your book. I think that kind of goes without saying. But it's an incredibly powerful tool. For example, it's like a superpowered thesaurus. With a normal thesaurus, you put in one word and you get a bunch of words out. But how about if you can't even think of a good word that's adjacent to what you're looking for? Okay, with like ChatGPT, you can kind of brain dump 5 or 6 different fuzzy, loosely grouped words that are nearby to what you're looking for, and it'll give you a really good result, especially if you know how to use it correctly. I also think that we shouldn't be putting whole swaths of our work into ChatGPT, especially not the entire book, because that will really start to blur the lines between what we do creatively as humans and what ChatGPT is producing. But at the same time, I do think that it can be an incredibly powerful, for example, search tool, where if you put in essentially snippets and you're trying to figure out what happened in what location, it's a lot easier and better than Control F. We just have to be sensitive and thoughtful about how we're training the models according to our creative output. That being said, if you are using chat to help write your book, you're not a bad person. I'm just going to give you that pass right now. You can't call yourself an author in the traditional sense if you're using things that chat wrote for you and putting it on your page. But you can use it as a tool, and you should. Just make sure that you draw a very clear line and stick to it, so that you know that you're still the author of that book, and it's not some sort of hybrid with ChatGPT. And frankly, if one day someone wrote a book that was half output from ChatGPT, half from their brain, but they labeled it accordingly, I would be fine with that. I think in those situations, it would just be a matter of appropriately disclosing. You need to let me know how you feel about all this in the comments. I need to know. Do all the things, follow, share, like, show me some love. I'm going to show you some love. I'll follow back. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you're in the US.